to Monday Night Raw, as we are only a couple of days, but we are 5 days away from WrestleMania. What a great main event we got here tonight, as we are coming your way on the final stop to WrestleMania, coming to you in Boston, Massachusetts, for a great episode of Monday Night Raw to close out the road to WrestleMania. Well, as you can see, tonight we got a big, monumental main event here, and it'll be Seth Rollins, Isiah Scott, and Adam Cole teaming up to take on Bryan Danielson, Johnny Gargano, and Riddle in an elimination tag match. Will Seth's team win, or will Team Bryan win? We'll find out later on tonight in our main event tonight. Then later on tonight, Finn Balor and Brock Lesnar will both give out each of us his final thoughts before that big WrestleMania main event this Sunday. What will all of them have to say? We'll find out later on tonight on Monday Night Raw. And we are starting off Monday Night Raw tonight in Boston, Massachusetts, with the #1 contender for the Universal Champion and Brock Lesnar. Of course, they've been building this feud since Elimination Chamber, when Brock Lesnar picked Finn Balor as his WrestleMania opponent. But the question is, will he have all the WWE Universal title written on him after this Saturday at WrestleMania? We can only think on that question right now. We're wondering what is Brock Lesnar going to say tonight. Because no applicant with him tonight. Wondering what's Brock Lesnar going to say now. We're wondering what is Brock Lesnar going to say about his big match about WrestleMania. Let's find out what he has to say now. Well, this Sunday is going to be a big fight we got. For you and me, Mr. Finn Balor. Balor, you may have got me over the assaults for the last, I want to say it's been 2 weeks since you attacked me after my match with The Undertaker a couple of weeks ago on an episode of Monday Night Raw, where you beating me up along with Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Because what does these two have to do? Because they have a match with Fabian and Marcel, and the first thing you want to do is take me out so you can prove to me that I am walking out of WrestleMania with the title. But I will, because I have all these stuff that I could beat you. So I'll see you at WrestleMania, Mr. Finn Balor. Well, the message has been sent to Finn Balor, but the question is, will that lead into him winning the Universal Championship this Saturday at WrestleMania? We'll have to find out. As this Saturday at WrestleMania will be Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor in the main event for the Universal Champion. Can Brock Lesnar beat Balor and take his Universal title, or will Balor retain? We'll find out all of this at WrestleMania. Well, WrestleMania is this Saturday, and I am looking forward to that, because I am going to be kicking Daniel Bryan's ass at WrestleMania. Or should I call him Bryan Danielson now? Which I will be doing that same thing in the tag team match tonight, when I team up with Isiah Scott and Adam Cole to take on Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson, Matt Riddle, and Johnny Gargano in an elimination tag match. And when I do win, and at WrestleMania, I will find the deep search to find myself to becoming a 2-time Universal Champion in this series. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to be Daniel Bryan near WrestleMania. And I'll speak with Booker T on how I get my title shot against Finn Balor if Balor's staying on Raw at the draft. And you do know I will be watching Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar as the main event on WrestleMania this Saturday at WrestleMania, and I will enjoy watching it because I don't care who's going to win at WrestleMania, because I will get my matchup. No matter what day, am I going to get my rematch. And you better be watching Balor and Lesnar, because I'm going to get my title shot soon. So as you can see, the message is being sent by Seth Rollins to both Finn Balor, Brock Lesnar, and Daniel Bryan, aka Bryan Danielson, or whatever the hell we want to call him. But right now we are getting ready for one-on-one action, and it'll be The Miz taking on Dominic Mysterio. And of course we haven't seen much of The Miz in months. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think the last time we saw him was when he had a qualifier for the Elimination Chamber match with Braun Breaker, and he failed to win that qualifier and submit himself to the Elimination Chamber match. Correct me if I'm wrong. And the boos are ringing out here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Of course, WrestleMania is this Saturday. The main event is Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor for the Universal Champion. Taking him on then is Dominic Mysterio, and he's got Rey Mysterio at ringside. Why does Rey not have a t-shirt? I don't know. And that's one of the questions we might want to know as well. I don't know what's that all about. And of course, we don't know if Dominic Mysterio is going to get a fighting chance of beating The Miz tonight. And if he does, well then, I don't know what to say. LOL. Of course, we haven't seen much of Dominic and Mysterio in months. And we haven't seen much of The Miz. Not Miz. Rey Mysterio. Ever since. Correct me if I'm wrong. That loss, correct me if I'm wrong, was it last week to Pete Dunne in an elimination chamber qualifying match. Well, we'll have to see how this matchup goes. Of course, the match is on the way. Miz and Miss Dominic for the first time ever on Monday Night Raw. Correct me if I'm wrong. Nice move there. Nice move there. The Miz is back at the ring. Oh, we thought we were going for the high fly move. No, I know Miz is. Oh, nice move there by the Miz. Uh-oh. The Miz is assaulting the Rey Mysterio, and Dominic is trying to save his father before Miz loads more on him. As we got the Miz back in the ring. And he wants to go work on Miz a lot of times. You know, the more he's gonna do it, the more he's gonna get counted out. Dominic. And he wants to focus on damaging the Miz. Oh, Miz does have to worry because he's gonna get counted out if he does. Oh god, things aren't ending well for Dominic Mysterio. What dreams are... Oh, Dominic is fighting back off. Uh-oh. Not good. Skull crushing finale to Mr. Dominic. 1, 2. Oh, kick out at 2. Of course, we've had big things we've got on Monday Night Raw this so far in 2022. Well, we'll get to that at a later date, and that's actually another story for another day. As The Miz gets a win, will this be the sign of a message that it could be opposing towards the big threat towards either the United States Champion or the Universal Champion coming after WrestleMania? It would have to be the case. If we would be speaking on that in other levels. As The Miz gets a win, and you can see the boos are ringing out here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Will this man either go for the United States Champion? Only time can tell as time goes on. Well, what a great matchup that was. Well, I don't know what was the Miz gonna do, just focusing a lot on Ray in this match. But coming up next on Raw, we have Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley finally going one-on-one properly. Of course, that match was supposed to happen until Liv Morgan from the White Squad on SmackDown got involved up to a couple of weeks ago. Will that happen, or will it be the same fluke from a couple of weeks ago? We'll find out up next on Raw. Live this Saturday will be WrestleMania. Yeah. As we're going to take a look at all the match cards we are set for WrestleMania. As we will be seeing Rusev defend the Intercontinental Champion against Apollo Crews. Can Rusev beat Apollo Crews, or will Apollo Crews win the Intercontinental title? We'll find out at WrestleMania. Also at WrestleMania, we're gonna have a tag team championships matchup between the Viking Raiders and the New Day. Can the Viking Raiders continue their dominance over the New Day, end it all at WrestleMania? Yeah, we'll find out this Saturday. Also at WrestleMania, Ruby Riott defend her women's champion in a triple threat match against Nia Jax and Bianca Belair. Can Nia Jax or Bianca Belair stop Ruby Riott's dominance, or will Ruby Riott's dominance continue? We'll find out that at WrestleMania. Also at WrestleMania, we will be seeing Mustafa Ali versus Pete Dunne for the Cruiserweight Championship. Can Mustafa Ali run through Pete Dunne, or will Pete Dunne pull the unthinkable at WrestleMania? We'll find out. Also at WrestleMania, we will be having an Extreme Rules match between Randy Orton and Roman Reigns. Can Randy Orton win, or will Roman get his official payback? We'll find out at WrestleMania. Also at WrestleMania, we will be having Adam Cole versus Matt Riddle for United States Championship. If Matt Riddle loses, he can't challenge for the title anymore. But if Adam Cole loses, he must leave WWE. Will Adam Cole finally be stopped, or will Matt Riddle be defeated once and for all? Well, in the final battle, we'll find out at WrestleMania. Also at WrestleMania, we are going to have Dean Ambrose versus the Velveteen Dream for the European Champion. Can Velveteen Dream retain his European Champion, or will Dean Ambrose win the European Champion? We'll find out at WrestleMania. Also at WrestleMania, Seth Rollins will go one-on-one with Daniel Bryan. Can Seth Rollins shut Bryan's mouth up, or will Bryan kick his ass? We'll find out at WrestleMania. Also at WrestleMania, the WWE Championship will be defended as John Cena will face AJ Styles in AJ Styles' one-on-one rematch. Can John Cena repeat what he did at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, or will AJ Styles beat John Cena? We'll find out at WrestleMania. And in the main event of WrestleMania, Finn Balor will defend the Universal Champion against Brock Lesnar. The question is, will Brock Lesnar be finally the guy to beat the Demon, or will Finn Balor, either in his regular or the Demon way, defeat Brock Lesnar? Find out all of this go down this Saturday at WrestleMania. And that'll be the first pay-per-view of WWE 2K22. As you can see, we are back on Monday Night Raw, and it is now time for Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. Of course, this matchup was supposed to happen a couple of weeks ago. Correct me if I'm wrong. Until that matchup was all changed due to the BS that we got from SmackDown Live's Liv Morgan. Which is why that match never came into effect. Is it going to be that same thing? Or is it finally going to happen regularly? Of course, later on tonight we're going to find out what does Finn Balor have to say towards Brock Lesnar in the later on tonight. And our next, we've got Rhea Ripley. Haven't seen much of her in recent months. As we're wondering, can we get a win tonight? This match is on the way. Nice reversal there by Bianca Belair. Nice reversal there. Bianca Belair ain't looking good on any level. Okay, I don't know what is that. I'm just doing a voice test, just in case you're wondering what the hell is going on with me. We're just doing all the work to Bianca Bella. Bianca is getting back to this matchup. Let's be it by Bianca Bella. Oh, we fought. We got smack bust the main event tonight. We got a main event tonight. Oh, nice Riddle for that. Bianca Bella is in process. Things are ending well for Mrs. Rhea Ripley tonight on Monday Night Raw. Uh-oh. We had the whip toe coming up. Uh-oh. He needs to kick her. Uh-oh. Okay, okay. Uh-oh. Kiss of death is coming. I mean, the kiss of death. And Bianca Belair gets to win. Will this be the message to Ruby Riott and Nia Jax this Sunday at WrestleMania? Yeah, we'll find out this Sunday. Is that message going to be applied towards Nia Jax and Ruby Riott this Sunday? And we could be looking at the new undisputed women's champion in Bianca Belair. Question can only tell. Could this be the difference come this Sunday at this Saturday at WrestleMania? We'll find out. Will this happen or will it fail? Find out all of it at WrestleMania. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm hyped to announce that the road to WrestleMania is ending here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Of course, we've had a fantastic build to WrestleMania. Yeah. Of course, we got a big main event on Saturday, which is Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal Champion. Of course, we've had a lot of builds within this matchup. So that's been going on for months, dating back to the Elimination Chamber. And all of this will all be concluded at WrestleMania. Now, one thing I have to think about is, do I give Seth Rollins a Universal title shot? Because Seth just talked to me, who's that same guy who was frustrated at me because I had Undertaker bury him at TLC. To give him a Universal title match after WrestleMania. Yeah. And I have to wait until we find out what I'm going to do with it. How's it going to work? But the bottom line is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to give him that match. We'll have to wait until we see where this goes from here. Yeah. And I'm putting Lesnar and Balor far from each other because they've been fighting over for the last couple of months. For the last few months. And I want to separate these two. So we don't have hell going loose tonight. So it's better to separate all the guy and put them all in separately, in the promo separately, so they don't get into a chaos fight that they have been doing over the last couple of months. So that is all I want to come on here. Because later on tonight, we're going to have a big main event, which is an elimination tag match between Seth Rollins, aka Team Seth, which is featuring Seth Rollins, Isiah, Scott, and Adam Cole taking on Daniel Bryan, Matt Riddle, and Johnny Gargano. Can Team Rollins get the upper hand on Team Bryan, or Team Bryan beat Team Rollins? We'll find out in our main event tonight on Monday Night Raw. Live this Saturday will be Wrestlemania. Yeah. As we're going to take a look at all the match cards we are set for Wrestlemania. As we will be seeing Rusev defend the Intercontinental Champion against Apollo Crews. Can Rusev beat Apollo Crews, or will Apollo Crews win the Intercontinental title? We'll find out at WrestleMania. Also at WrestleMania, we're going to have a Tag Team Championships matchup between the Viking Raiders and the New Day. Can the Viking Raiders continue their dominance over the New Day, end it all at WrestleMania? Yeah, we'll find out this Saturday. Also at WrestleMania, Ruby Riott defend her Women's Champion in a triple threat match against Nia Jax and Bianca Belair. Can Nia Jax or Bianca Belair stop Ruby Riott's dominance, or will Ruby Riott's dominance continue? We'll find out that at WrestleMania. Also at WrestleMania, we will be seeing Mustafa Ali versus Pete Dunne for the Cruiserweight Championship. Can Mustafa Ali run through Pete Dunne, or will Pete Dunne pull the unthinkable at WrestleMania? We'll find out. Also at WrestleMania, we will be having an Extreme Rules match between Randy Orton and Roman Reigns. Can Randy Orton win, or will Roman get his official payback? We'll find out at WrestleMania. Also at WrestleMania, we will be having Adam Cole versus Matt Riddle for United States Champion, where if Matt Riddle loses, he can't challenge for the title anymore. But if Adam Cole loses, he must leave WWE. Will Adam Cole finally be stopped, or will Matt Riddle be defeated once and for all? Well, in the final battle, we'll find out at WrestleMania. Also at WrestleMania, we are going to have Dean Ambrose versus the Velveteen Dream for the European Champion. Can Velveteen Dream retain his European Champion, or will Dean Ambrose win the European Champion? We'll find out at WrestleMania. Also at WrestleMania, Seth Rollins will go one-on-one with Daniel Bryan. Can Seth Rollins shut Bryan's mouth up, or will Bryan kick his ass? We'll find out at WrestleMania. Also at WrestleMania, the WWE Championship will be defended as John Cena will face AJ Styles in AJ Styles' one-on-one rematch. Can John Cena repeat what he did at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, or will AJ Styles beat John Cena? We'll find out at WrestleMania. And in the main event of WrestleMania, Finn Balor will defend the Universal Champion against Brock Lesnar. The question is, will Brock Lesnar be finally the guy to beat the Demon, or will Finn Balor, either in his regular or the Demon way, defeat Brock Lesnar? Find out all of this go down this Saturday at WrestleMania. As it'll be the first pay-per-view of WWE 2K22. As we are back on Monday Night Raw with Santanos Escobar going to be in action against the Cruiserweight Champion Mustafa Ali, who is also going to have a warm-up match before his big matchup this Sunday at WrestleMania. This Saturday, sorry. I need to stop botching my lines, for God's sake. I'm acting like Tamina. On me botching my lines. But, forget about it. As I tell us, as it's on Saturday. Cause WrestleMania is going to be on Saturday. And we got a lot of things happening on Saturday. And Mustafa Ali, of course, has forgotten about his Cruiserweight Championship, which is backstage. Of course, Pete Dunne is not here tonight. Let's get this match underway. As the bell rings, Santana Escobar going on Mustafa Ali. Of course, this is an Elimination Chamber rematch. For me, Elimination Chamber is and of course, we got a lot of content gonna be up on this channel with all week longer on this channel, cause we got Easter coming up. Easter is probably one of my favorite times of the year, outside of Christmas. I may be a weirdo though. I am a weirdo. That the Easter is one of my favorite parts of the year, outside Christmas, outside of summer vacation, which my mom hasn't decided on that this year, because we might not be on money low after buying the game. But we can figure it out. And Santana Escobar, this is over. This could be the message. It seems like if this happens, when Pete Dunne goes for the pin at WrestleMania, Santana Escobar wins the match. This is going to be the same sign at WrestleMania, proving that Mustafa Ali is not walking in. He's not walking out of WrestleMania holding the Cruiserweight Championship, unless he fights off all those plans to retain the title. But we don't know how's it gonna work. As nonetheless, Santana Escobar gets a win tonight. Will Pete Dunne do that same thing that Santana Escobar did at WrestleMania? We'll find out. But coming up next on Monday Night Raw, Finn Balor is going to give out his final thoughts going into his big matchup at WrestleMania this Saturday against Brock Lesnar. Will Balor capitalize on his words that Brock gave to him early on tonight, or will Finn Balor cap his words to himself? We'll find out up next on Monday Night Raw. As we can see, we are back on Monday Night Raw, and we are now getting ready for Finn Balor calling out Brock Lesnar. Of course, tonight we've been featuring a lot of call-outs for both Finn Balor and Brock Lesnar. Now, of course, they've been in this feud since for the last 2 months. It's been in this feud for the last month, Of course, Balor. Of course, walked out of the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view with an F5, with not only taking an F5 after beating Braun Breaker, Daniel Bryan, and Bobby Lashley. Braun Breaker, actually, it was Braun Breaker, Bryan Danielson, Bobby Lashley, all and people who's frustrated in the Bobby Lashley agenda. Or in the case of Seth Rollins, whatever he changes, he wants to be adding himself in the multi-man matches. Bobby Trashley, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins. And then after the match, Brock picked Balor, and then he took a super F5. And tonight he wants to call him out final time. And I know I'm gonna get some goons in the comment section saying, well, not necessarily goons, but anyone's saying, is he bringing out the demon at me? We'll have to find out what he sees. So let's see what this Balor have to say. As you can see, Finn Balor is ready to call out Brock Lesnar. Let's see what this guy has to say in Boston, Massachusetts, towards all these Crown Jewel fans tonight on Raw. The Prince has arrived in Massachusetts, and this city isn't elite at whatsoever. This city is like if the demon took a dump and called it Massachusetts. Nobody cares about the city, just like how nobody cares about Brock Lesnar. The only thing that matters is my Universal Championship win and the Balor Club. The WWE Universe is falling onto their feet and bowing down on to see in their hands to call me the Prince of Monday Night Raw. I own this. I own you people, and I will remain the Universal Champion until I die. Whatever you peons don't understand is that I am doing this for my life, for my family, and that's why I am the Prince. I bring the food, my money home. And if you think that you can take that away from my kids, my cousins, my uncles, my mother, my fathers, you're out of your fucking mind. Brock, you will lose to me. And I don't care if I'm bringing in the demon or I'm going in my regular way. Because as a matter of fact, I will beat you at WrestleMania and I'm walking out as the Universal Champion. So deal with it, Mr. Brock the Clown. Oh my god! Brock Lesnar is on the stage! I wonder what's gonna happen! Oh, Finn Balor's going after him! I wonder what's gonna happen! Oh my god! They're going at it! Oh, and the security referees are going at it! And they don't hold it until WrestleMania this Saturday! Oh my god! Well, I don't know what I want to say after what we just saw with Brock Lesnar and Finn Balor. But the bottom line is that I am going to shut Gargano's mouth right now. But another thing too, I don't care who's going to win in the main event at WrestleMania this Saturday, because after that I will be getting my shot at my rematch that I really deserve, aka my one-on-one rematch for the title, because I was gonna get it at the Royal Rumble until Bobby Trashley came in. Bobby the Trash Man Lashley came in to ruin it all. But what I'm gonna do is that tonight I'm gonna show the message right now in a big match that we got right now. You can hope I'm gonna win, and trust me, my match, the Universal title match, is after that shit we got. I could tell that the WWE title match better be the main event and the Universal better not, because Brock Lesnar and Balor doesn't know how to get each other to sell their matches with, of course, with separate matches in one week and another. Like for instance, Balor had a match with Damian Priest, and then a week later The Undertaker was Brock Lesnar's opponent. This isn't like pick your poison type deal. But nonetheless, enough talking about Balor versus Lesnar. I'm going to show Bryan Danielson, Johnny Gargano, and Matt Riddle how they are now walking out of WrestleMania with a win. Gargano, don't get me started on when is he going to be, where is he competing? Will he be competing in that pointless battle royal for a championship opportunity? Don't get me started.
If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and then turn your notification bell on so you don't miss any content provided by on this channel.
Live this Saturday will be Wrestlemania. Yeah. As we're going to take a look at all the match cards we are set for Wrestlemania. As we will be seeing Rusev defend the Intercontinental Champion against Apollo Crews. Can Rusev beat Apollo Crews, or will Apollo Crews win the Intercontinental title? We'll find out at WrestleMania. Also at WrestleMania, we're gonna have a tag team championships matchup between the Viking Raiders and the New Day. Can the Viking Raiders continue their dominance over the New Day, end it all at WrestleMania? Yeah, we'll find out this Saturday. Also at WrestleMania, Ruby Riott defend her women's champion in a triple threat match against Nia Jax and Bianca Belair. Can Nia Jax or Bianca Belair stop Ruby Riott's dominance, or will Ruby Riott's dominance continue? We'll find out that at WrestleMania. Also at WrestleMania, we will be seeing Mustafa Ali versus Pete Dunne for the Cruiserweight Championship. Can Mustafa Ali run through Pete Dunne, or will Pete Dunne pull the unthinkable at WrestleMania? We'll find out. Also at WrestleMania, we will be having an Extreme Rules match between Randy Orton and Roman Reigns. Can Randy Orton win, or will Roman get his official payback? We'll find out at WrestleMania. Also at WrestleMania, we will be having Adam Cole versus Matt Riddle for United States Champion, where if Matt Riddle loses, he can't challenge for the title anymore. But if Adam Cole loses, he must leave WWE. Will Adam Cole finally be stopped, or will Matt Riddle be defeated once and for all? Well, in the final battle, we'll find out at WrestleMania. Also at WrestleMania, we are going to have Dean Ambrose versus the Velveteen Dream for the European Champion. Can Velveteen Dream retain his European Champion, or will Dean Ambrose win the European Champion? We'll find out at WrestleMania. Also at WrestleMania, Seth Rollins will go one-on-one with Daniel Bryan. Can Seth Rollins shut Bryan's mouth up, or will Bryan kick his ass? We'll find out at WrestleMania. Also at WrestleMania, the WWE Championship will be defended as John Cena will face AJ Styles in AJ Styles' one-on-one rematch. Can John Cena repeat what he did at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, or will AJ Styles beat John Cena? We'll find out at WrestleMania. And in the main event of WrestleMania, Finn Balor will defend the Universal Champion against Brock Lesnar. The question is, will Brock Lesnar be finally the guy to beat the Demon, or will Finn Balor, either in his regular or the Demon way, defeat Brock Lesnar? Find out all of this go down this Saturday at WrestleMania. As it'll be the first pay-per-view of WWE 2K22. Well, Seth Rollins has a point on here about what he has to say, talking always on Brock Lesnar and Finn Balor, or the winner of the Universal title match at WrestleMania. But coming up next is our main event time, which will be a 6-man elimination tag match between Johnny Gargano, Bryan Danielson, and Riddle, taking on Isiah Scott, Adam Cole, and Seth Rollins. Well, aka Team Seth versus Team Danielson match. Can Bryan Danielson's team win, or will Seth Rollins' team win? We'll find out up next on Monday Night Raw. As we are back on Monday Night Raw, as it is our main event time, as it is a 6-man tag team elimination match between Team Rollins, which is featuring Seth Rollins, Adam Cole and Isiah Scott, taking on Team Bryan Danielson, aka Team Daniel Bryan, whatever the hell you want to call it. AJ, which are consisting of Bryan Danielson or Daniel Bryan, whatever the hell you want to call them. Like I said, Johnny Gargano and the United States Champion Riddle. Of course, we don't know what's going to happen with Gargano and Isiah Scott with the assault from one another last week. Because Seth Rollins and Daniel Bryan are going one-on-one at Wrestlemania, and Adam Cole will be challenging Matt Riddle for the United States Championship because Adam Cole eliminated Johnny Gargano, Rey Mysterio, Samoa Joe, and this guy in the Fatal 5-Way Battle Royal match a couple of weeks ago. Of course, this guy could have been going in with a Universal title match or unifying the titles or something. But no, he lost his title to Daniel Bryan's cash in. Alex, we've got Adam Cole. Adam Cole, baby. Of course, and can Adam Cole get a win, which will be the same thing at Wrestlemania, or will it fail? And teaming up with all two guys are Isiah Scott. Because Isiah Scott's been in a feud, recently begun his feud as of last week on Johnny Gargano. Of course, Gargano was going to be in a one-on-one match with Santanos Escobar until Isiah Scott came in and assaulted Balor. And of course, Isiah Scott is another signing to the Monday Night Raw roster, as has Ray Cole. All the other stars who are new signees to the Monday Night Raw roster. To fight off SmackDown, who got John Morrison, Karen Cross, Shotzi Blackheart, and Kaylee Ray. And this is the best they got by bringing in Isiah Scott.
Not only is Florida going ahead with these new guidelines, but Oklahoma and Governor Stitt
coming out first
are ready to open
is
his state
Johnny
and
Gargano.
to bring in pro wrestling and mixed martial arts to generate revenue for the economy. The governor made the media rounds this week to talk about his plan to slowly reopen
because they have separate tag team entrances.
The plan includes getting sporting events back. Stitt hopes to bring pro wrestling and MMA, boxing included as well, back to generate revenue through ticket sales. Stitt said that his plan to reopen the state will carefully be done, but there's no word yet on what guidelines would be for sporting events. As noted, we already talked about Florida Governor Ron DeSantis announcing guidelines for his state and said that large sporting events can welcome fans but must run at 25% capacity and should follow strict social distancing guidelines. This is excellent news, man. I'm fucking thrilled. I really am. I can't wait to see how not only WWE, AEW, UFC, I can't wait to see what happens when these cities and these states start allowing some sense of normalcy back into the American way of life. And it's going to be interesting because we all know that WWE has went the uncool route. They have not handled or done or produced any of these shows in a manner in which it came off genuine, it came off as fun.
Alex,
everybody
we've got Bryan
Danielson. Reality, escape the world's problems on what's going on right now with the CV-19. WWE made it as if you're watching their show, and it just kind of
And it's like I said,
enhanced
a
what was
different
going on. You
attitude.
watch these shows. My brother Frank doesn't even watch weekly. He just obviously listens to what I do here to catch up on what's going on, and he'll tune in when, you know, it's something major, or like after WrestleMania, he tuned in. He said watching these shows as a casual, someone that doesn't watch every week, it's fucking even more depressing. Watching the current state in which it's in, and in the current state in which it's produced, I can't watch it that way. You know, imagine what
And the boys are winning
imagine
out.
the majority of people watching this shit. The ratings, the shows suck every week, but the majority of the people watching these shows weekly have declined for that reason. Nobody wants
And last but not least,
to watch pro wrestling.
is the United States champion.
This, I honestly
Riddle.
think is going to be good news. It's exciting news. It's going to generate interest in the products again. I think this is fantastic, and I can't wait to see how.
And people are chanting,
Oklahoma
blow, blow,
handles these
blow.
new guidelines for sporting events and allowing fans in the building. And man, Double or Nothing. You know, a lot of you guys were telling me on Wednesday night with the Dynamite review that you don't really feel any sense of interest in Double or Nothing. Like, there's no interest behind it. There's no excitement behind it like it was last year, obviously, for what's going on. But, you know, the shows kind of gave off the vibe of nothing really being that important outside the TNT Championship Tournament. I honestly think with 1,000 people, I don't know how many seats are in Daly's place. I don't know what the capacity is for Daly's place, but if it's at 25% capacity,
There's matches on the way.
people can make a lot of noise, man.
Gargano.
People could really make
Starting things off.
really
Hulk Hogan there to get the match
I'm
begin.
excited for this news, so I wanted to start the show off today on Saturday, May 2nd.
Oh, Gargano.
That is excellent.
Trying to go.
Let me know what you guys think about
Hulk.
that one down below. But this is Off the Script, episode 324,
Oh,
part number 2.
another
A lot
time
to
I
go over
easily
today.
failed.
What end of social
As
media
a-
from just 10 minutes a month?
We made this time.
Pieces of information coming out of WWE in regards to some stories that we talked
Matt
about.
Riddle
Part
is in the match.
namely Andrade, Sami Zayn. They were into the bigger stories coming out of part 1. Sami Zayn pulls out of the SmackDown tapings, and there were rumors going around that he was a bad seed backstage, he was doing things to get in trouble, he was a nuisance backstage. So
Because this could be the sign of WrestleMania. If Adam Cole wants to keep his job in the WWE.
because they all do. Reports that he met with Vince McMahon about his English and him being pushed in regards to his language. Roman Reigns and the WWE relationship is not good. We all know that. He pulled out of WrestleMania. But why would WWE be, I guess, axing the name on television of Roman Reigns? How pissed are they with Roman Reigns? I might have uncovered one of the primary reasons why Roman Reigns right now and his name are forbidden on WWE TV. Brock Lesnar's WWE future, I got news on that. Big news on the Velveteen Dream and the accusations brought upon him. Right before he goes into that NXT Championship match against Adam Cole next week, who will take over for Vince McMahon when he eventually goes
Oh.
by? Who will take over the WWE? That's being talked about. And I got major news on Cain Velasquez and the real reason, that he was released, not being recorded. We're going to dive into that. We're going to dissect why Cain Velasquez, which I'm glad about, is now gone from the WWE. It's not because it's just payroll, but I honestly do think that Cain Velasquez, if you really think about it, had 3 strikes and you are out of WWE. What were those 3 strikes? We're going to talk about that right here on the podcast. Again, thank you guys so much for joining me here on OTS. Hit that thumbs up. Absolutely imperative you guys hit that thumbs up. Helps out the channel, helps out the video, helps the channel and the video get into the recommended section on YouTube. So you guys have the power. Hit that thumbs up. Let's try for 2,000 thumbs up on this particular episode of Off the Script. Not only this particular episode, but every single episode I upload on the channel. Let's try for 2,000 thumbs up on today's podcast. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on that bell for all notifications. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206. That's on Twitter and Instagram.
Gargano and Seth Rollins are going out at ringside.
Follow us on social media. Really appreciate it. So make sure you guys do that. Want to support the podcast via Patreon? You guys can certainly do that as well. Patreon.
This is exactly what I said, Scott.
206. If you missed any of my other videos, including Off the Script on Friday and SmackDown on Friday, make sure you guys go down into the description and check out all those videos that you might have missed. Also down there, a
Uh-oh. Things aren't ending well for Isiah Scott. Out inside. Gargano is trying to help.
Check that out. Wednesday's Dynamite Review included a duo of myself and my boy Ticket Drew. So I know you guys aren't big fans of Ticket Drew. He is a personal friend of mine, so I wanted to have him on the show. But I am here to officially announce that on Wednesday, Dynamite, next Wednesday, the first live show back, it will be me, and not Ticket Drew, but it will be me and Jesse. Jesse's going to be with me. We're going to be reviewing Dynamite on a weekly basis. You guys have that to look forward to, so I would appreciate you guys coming out and support me and over Jesse on Wednesday when we do
Isiah Scott.
Dynamite. So we got a loaded show. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and today's show is sponsored by Ridge. Ridge.com/script. Use code SCRIPT at checkout for 10% off and free shipping. So make sure you guys go out there and support my boys over at Ridge. Ridge.com/script. We'll talk about that.
Oh.
Let's get into the news, guys. Let's say the first story here with Andrade. We discussed Andrade going to Vince McMahon, or Vince McMahon telling Andrade that he needed to speak English to get a major push in the WWE.
Uh-oh. Gargano's angry now. Uh-oh. First elimination coming up. And Isiah Scott is eliminated. So this now leaves with Adam Cole. With Adam Cole and Seth Rollins now. And wait, what's going on? Is he tagging in hot potato fashion? Because Bryan Danielson and Seth will go one-on-one at Wrestlemania. Will meet face-to-face at Mania. Bryan Danielson gonna go for the moves. Adam Cole has made it back on time. Because Adam Cole was blindsided by the, correct me if I'm wrong, all the members of Team Danielson. Things are not gonna end well for Mr. Gargano, Mr. Seth himself. Oh! The priorities. Uh-oh. Yes, kicks time. Uh-oh. Time for the go for the pin. And Seth Rollins is being eliminated. Will that be the sign of action this Sunday at WrestleMania in Tampa, Florida? As I don't think Gargano is now in the matchup. Yeah. Uh-oh. Things are not ending well Uh-oh. Things are not ending well for this Adam Cole. Oh god, he's gonna need to tap out. And Adam Cole taps out. So therefore, will this be the same sight of Seth Rollins and Adam Cole both at WrestleMania this Saturday? As these two both win tonight. Because this has been a fantastic road for the Red brand. But the question is, will they put on a better show on their behalf than SmackDown Live? Or the final, ladies and gentlemen, on WrestleMania Saturday. Ladies and gentlemen, good night everyone, and we'll see you all for the 09 special of SmackDown. As that is it for Raw. Good night everyone.